I'm Mike with List25, and in collaboration with Scam School, here are 25 clever tricks to impress your friends that are simple to do. Like that thumb trick.
I am not impressed.
What? It's like my thumb's coming off.
Neat.
Howdy folks, it's Brian Brushwood from youtube.com/modernrogue, the channel dedicated to making you the most interesting person in the room. Next time you grab an apple, what are you going to cut it with a knife looking like a chump? No, you're going to be a badass and you're going to tear it apart with your freaking hands. Put your thumbs right on top, hook your pinkies underneath, and use a rolling motion to rip that thing right in half. Trust me, this works.
24.
Balance a playing card on the tip of your finger, and balance a coin on top of that. Now, give the card a good flick. The playing card will fly away, while the coin stays right on the tip of your finger.
23.
Jumping egg. By placing an egg with the widest side down into a shot glass and blowing hard directly over the top, you can cause the egg to jump and flip over so the narrow side points down instead.
22.
Magic extinguisher. Mix a solution of white vinegar and baking soda in a measuring cup and cover the top until it stops fizzing. Next, act like you're pouring out the air in the cup over a lit candle and be amazed as the flame goes out on its own.
21.
The magic lighter. Now that you put your candle out, it's time to relight it. You see that trail of smoke? Before that wisps away, you can ignite that trail of smoke. The flame will go all the way back down and reignite the flame. It looks amazing.
20.
Water into whiskey. Fill a glass with water and a second glass with whiskey. Then, using a plastic playing card, flip the water upside down and place it on top of the whiskey. Move the card slightly to the side and watch as the two liquids switch places.
19.
Stealing a flame. All you need for this one is a Zippo lighter and a bit of preparation. Before you do the trick, use a pen or a toothpick to bend over that wick. Normally it's straight up and down. You want it tilted at a side angle so that when you reach forward with your right hand, you swipe your fingers over it and it starves the flame of just enough oxygen to where it looks like it's gone completely out, but it's actually feeding itself on a little bit of oxygen in a pocket down by the bottom. Then, after you mind putting it in your mouth or throwing it up in the air or whatever, give it a little shake and the flame comes right back.
18.
Balance a soda can. Once you've finished off about half of your soda, or canned beverage of your choice, balance the can on any flat surface by tilting it so it sits on the bottom edge. Move your hands away carefully so you don't knock it over by accident, and it should stay there until you move it.
17.
The diving ketchup. All you need is to find a packet of ketchup that floats on the water. That means there's enough air in there that you can make it into a Cartesian diver. All you have to do is put it inside a bottle of water, put the cap on top, and as you squeeze, it will compress that air, making it heavier than the water, so it sinks down. So as you look like you're just standing there not doing anything, you're secretly squeezing and releasing, causing the ketchup to go up and down.
16.
Play piano without actually playing piano. Playing piano is super impressive, but it's also time-consuming and difficult to learn. Don't worry though, you can look like a real keyboard virtuoso just by spreading out your hands and playing octaves with your thumb and pinky finger. Make sure to stick to the black keys and throw in some random notes with the 3 free fingers on your right hand, and you'll be sure to impress even the toughest of audiences.
15.
The spinning eggshell. Start off by grabbing a plate and giving it a thin coating of water all over it. Then place a small piece of eggshell on the side of the plate and give it a good spin. The eggshell will spin around the outside of the plate and can be controlled by tilting and rotating the plate in different directions. It's like an RC copter, but an eggshell.
14.
Color-changing drinks. Hide a few drops of food coloring in a cup underneath a couple of ice cubes and pour a clear drink, like water or Sprite, into the cup. You'll get a bunch of pretty, colorful drinks for you and your friends to enjoy.
13. 13.
The upside down wine glass. Begin with a plate that's filled with a puddle of water. The challenge is to get all of the water into the upside down wine glass. The solution? Simply light a candle and set the glass over it. That flame is going to eat up all of the oxygen, and the moment it snuffs itself out, the difference in pressure will cause all of the liquid to be sucked inside.
12.
Magician's table. You've probably seen a magician pull a tablecloth out from underneath a set table without disturbing any of the dinnerware, but if you've tried it yourself, you might have found that it usually ends in disaster. The trick here is to use a non-edged tablecloth and jerk it downwards instead of out.
Neat.
11.
The levitating ring is one of my favorite magic effects. All you need is a broken rubber band that you bunch up in your left hand. Pull out a big chunk to the right, then set the ring at the base of that line between the two. All you have to do is let your left hand slowly slide out that rubber band, and it will look like the ring is defying gravity as it climbs up to your right.
10.
Instant ice. For a neat science trick, put a bottle of purified or distilled water into the freezer and leave it in there for a couple of hours. Finally, once you take it out, give the bottle a good hard whack and watch the water freeze in front of your eyes.
Tell me you got that.
I did.
9.
The grass whistle. Next time you're in the front yard, reach over and pick up a single blade of grass. You're going to pinch it between your two thumbs with the fingernails facing towards your face, and you're going to blow into that gap right in between those two front thumbs. And it should produce a big, fat, high, whining whistle that'll annoy all your friends. Also, summon the police, I think.
8.
Make Lincoln smile or frown. Make 2 vertical creases in a $5 bill, one next to each corner of Lincoln's mouth and a third crease directly between them but folded the opposite way. Now, by leaning the bill towards you or away, you can give America's 16th president a big happy smile or a sad frown. This can be done with pretty much any paper note with a portrait on it.
7.
The napkin knot. This one's a breeze. Simply lay out a standard linen napkin and challenge your friends to tie it without letting go of either of the two corners. To set it up, all you have to do is cross your arms, grab each side with one hand, and as you pull your arms apart, the knot will tie itself.
6.
Balancing change. Take a firm, crisp note and fold it so it stands up on its own. Then, balance a coin on it. By grabbing each end of the note and gently pulling them apart, you will straighten out the note while the coin stays perfectly balanced on top.
5.
CD bubbles. Grab a CD or a DVD and scratch off all of the paint and other design work so it's totally clear plastic in one section. Then use a lighter to get it totally soft and blow into that part, and it will make a gigantic plastic bubble. These things can be like 2 feet or more.
4.
The floating cup. Poke a thumb-sized hole in the side of a styrofoam or paper cup and put the tip of your thumb in. Facing your audience, open your hands with your thumb hidden by the cup so it appears as though the cup is flying.
3.
Balancing forks. You want to balance forks in a clever way? Interlace the tines and then wedge in a toothpick or a matchstick, and then you should be able to balance it right on the tip of your finger. It looks like magic.
2.
Linking safety pins. Weaken the spring on a safety pin by bending its needle inward until it can stay closed without the clasp. Now, hold it up to your friends with the unclasped end hidden from their view and rub a second pin over it, secretly sliding it over the needle and giving the appearance of the pins becoming linked by magic.
1.
And the number one super simple way to impress your friends is learn how to moonwalk. If you want to move like the king of pop, it's not that hard. All you have to do is balance on the ball of one foot while your other foot drags from the heel up to the ball. Once you're up at the ball of the foot, then you reverse the weight and you keep on doing the same thing. Just back and forth. It takes a little bit of practice. I can't do it.
We want to thank Scam School for doing these #neat tricks with us. Head to their channel by clicking here. And if you want to see me throw some knives and learn how to do so in the process, click here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and check us out on social media. And as always, stay curious.